Hi, I'm Stuart Weldon, Director of Client Services for EMEA and Asia Pacific for Eloqua. I've been running client services in EMEA and Asia Pac for about 4 years now, and I wanted to talk to you today about taking your marketing automation to those parts of the world and some best practices and recommendations we picked up along the way. When North American marketers are looking at marketing automation internationally, there's a number of things they should consider. Data protection, data management, marketing organizational structure, list acquisition, and of course localization. Data is important as you expand internationally or outside of North America. The way in which people use salutation as an example is quite different. So for instance, Mr. in North America, Herr, Frau in Germany, those have to be taken into consideration. Title in North America versus title in Europe is also different. One means salutation, the other is job title based on where you are. So these have to be considered when setting up your data model. So storing your data is another important piece that you must consider. So for instance, are you storing that information in the local language, so Deutschland, or in the ISO standard, DE? That becomes critical when for your marketers as they're trying to build lists, filters, and so on, that they're getting the appropriate universe for their marketing campaigns. Data protection and data privacy is a very big topic and concern for many marketers in EMEA and APAC for two main reasons. One, the laws across the various European and Asia-Pacific countries, as well as the even cultural differences. People are much more conservative about the data they give out and thus what they receive in return. So looking at things such as preference management, what are the opt-in or opt-out laws per country, become very, very important to ensure that you're marketing to people that really want to receive your content and that content is relevant. And that really ensures a good response from your recipient base, as well as ensuring you keep your complaints and spam level low. How marketing organizations structure themselves globally is a really interesting topic, and what we see with many customers today, especially our U.S. customers, is more of the hub-spoke model. And what I mean by that is they invest centrally in infrastructure, but ensure that infrastructure is flexible enough so that the field can use the same system but have flexibility to create local programs that make sense for their region. Going with the hub-spoke model type approach really allows the field marketers to take advantage of that centrally created content, but have the flexibility to not just localize the language of a particular program, but also take into account things such as particular holidays in that country, or best practices for how based on how people respond in a particular country, region, or culture. Another aspect of localization you should take into account is which channel to use. For example, if you wanted to reach a decision maker in Germany, direct mail or a personalized letter can be much more effective than email, versus other countries in Europe, such as the UK, which has become a little more email-centric over the years, and you can get a good response through email. List acquisition in Europe and Asia is quite different than North America. Again, mainly due to various laws around gathering data. It can be much more difficult to get a good quality opt-in list. And because of this, perhaps more traditional list generation activities are still used, such as events, trade shows, and so on. Marketing automation can bring a lot of value to your various marketing efforts across EMEA and Asia Pacific, but while doing so, you should definitely consider some of those differences and make sure that in your campaign and programs they're taken into account to maximize the value of your investment.